Today I'm going to talk to you about Google Classroom versus Seesaw. Now, some of you might be saying, well, why would I use Seesaw? That's for little kids. And I use Google Classroom and I'm happy with it. I use Google Classroom as well. I use it in my library on a very frequent basis. And the great thing about Google Classroom, as you know, is that it allows you to assign things. So, um, you can see I have assigned videos for them to watch. I have given links that they need. But once you do this, there's really you assign the document or the website, but what do they do with it after? That's where Seesaw comes in. So you might share a website, you might share a document, but if you do the same thing in Seesaw, this is where the real power comes. This is an exit ticket. So you can see that this student has worked on this exit ticket at home, maybe before class, maybe um, during the hour Zoom with his teacher, and he is able to write on it and turn it in so the teacher can see what he's doing. But what's even more incredible is, and this is why I love Seesaw, not only can they write on it, and I'm going to show you how to make sure that they can do all of these things. Not only can they write on it, they can also screencast so they can tell you what they're thinking. So here's an example. I'm going to let you listen to it.
So what I did, I made a number line, and I made sure there's two. It was in 6. So I drew a number line that represents 2, that represents 6. Then it says decompose 2 6 equal into 4 equivalent lengths. So I cut each one into 4 pieces, and it was equal to 824. So I took 2 times 6. I mean 2 6 times 4 and 6 times 4, and it equals 824. And then 824 divided by 4 equals to 6. 8 divided by 4, 8 divided by 4, and 2 divided by 4. So that's how I did it.
So as you can see, you can hear her thought processes, and this is really helpful as you are thinking about how to help her take that next step, or that you can make sure that she's really got that concept. So I'm going to be showing you how to get these activities in Seesaw so that you can use it. This video is going to show you how to download the document, the PDF that you would like to put on Seesaw, and how to add it to Seesaw. So I'm going to show you, first of all, let's go here to 4th grade. We're going to go to Monday's assignment. I click on there. I scroll down and I see that there is the lesson. Here's the problem set. Here's the exit ticket. So I'm going to start with the exit ticket. I'm going to click on it. There it is. So now I'm going to download it. So I'm going to click download. And for right now, it's just in my downloads right there. It's grade 4, module 5, exit ticket 14. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save it. Then what I want to do next, I'm going to go ahead and close this, is I'm going to open up another tab and I am going to go to PDF. And as you can see, I've gone to this before. It's pdf2image.com. And the reason that I'm going to be saving this as an image instead of a PDF is that allows the student to write on it and record over it at the same time. If you just put the PDF in there, they can write on it and then they can record, but they can't do it at the same time. If you save it as an image, then they can write and record at the same time, which is what you saw that student do earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and click pdf2image.com. And so here it is. I'm going to click upload files. And it's in my downloads. This is the one that I just got. So I'm going to click on it. And then it's going to upload that PDF and change it into a JPEG. So now I'm going to download it. And it always downloads it as a zipped file. And so oftentimes what I do is I will get all of the things at once and download them all at once. And then I'll go and do them individually. But I just want to show you, how to do this one at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. And there it is. Okay. So, and if I click here, I'm going to click show on folder so that you can see it. So here it is. It's in this folder. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up because it's a zipped file. So I've just opened it up. And when I open it up, then there's that ticket right there. Okay. So now I have it. It's ready to go. I'm going to go back to Seesaw. And I'm going to go to activities. So here are my activities. I'm going to click the add and I'm going to assign an activity. Now it wants to know where I want this activity from. So I could find it in my library, in our school or district library. And this is important because many people have been doing these and adding them to our district libraries. So here are a bunch of exit tickets by grade level. Now, right now, I'm just in fourth grade, but you could click here and you could see there are other grade levels. Okay. And then there's also the Seesaw community. And there are many activities in there. But I want to go back here to my library and I'm going to create a new activity. So I click here and I'm going to call this fourth module. Oh, I can't remember which module is it. Let's go back and see. Module. Oh, I got out of there. Let's go back. Let me see. This will be easier. Module 5, exit ticket 14. Okay. So I'm going to go back. Module 5, exit ticket 14. Okay. So then I'm going to come down here and I have to add the template. So this is where we're going to add that thing, that JPEG that we just created. So now I'm going to upload it. Select from my computer because I didn't save it to Drive. I just saved it in my downloads. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to double click on that. Come on. Maybe. There we go. And there it is. So now you do want to be careful, because if you have a document that has more than one page, you want to make sure that they get them in the correct order, that you get them in the correct order here. And then I'm going to click check mark. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and this is what I want. So I click check mark again. And now if it had more than one pages, there would be additional pages right here, down the side. I'm going to click the check mark again. And now I want to do the instructions. So this is, you can type this up using Seesaw shortcut icons. So I'm going to go here to, I'm going to do a new tab, and I'm going to Google Images. And I'm going to put Seesaw icon shortcuts. So this one here. So if I type these things, then when I'm done, the student will see this. So if I type colon, MIC colon, then the student will see this. So this is, I use this when I'm making my instructions. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to type, click add. That's the first thing that they need to do. Click pin to write your responses. You may want to click, mic to record your thoughts as you answer your problem. Let's say, as you answer your exit ticket. Click check. I make sure it's check. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. To turn in when finished, or when done. Okay, so a lot of times what I'll do now is I will copy this, because the next time I want to add that, I just paste it in there. Now, another option is that you can add voice instructions. And I often do that, especially with younger students, or if you know that you have students that will struggle, you can add your voice instructions. I won't be able to add it right now because my camera is, and my microphone is being used by another program, but that is a choice. So when I'm done, I will click save, which is back here behind my picture. There we go. I'm going to click save. Okay, so here it is. Now, it's not assigned yet. So I will show you how to assign it, and also how to put it in the school and district activity library. In the last video, I showed you how to download an item, turn it from a JPEG into an image, and then create an activity in Seesaw. Now I'm going to show you how to assign that activity. So I'm going to go here to activities. And I'm going to click on the plus sign, assign activities. And then here is that exit ticket 14. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull it up. And you can see that it has the heart on it because I created it. So a heart is a way of saying that you like this one. And anything that you has a heart on it is in your activities. I'm going to scooch this out of the way real quick. Now I want to assign this. So I'm going to click assign, and I'm going to find the class that I want to assign it to. I'll click right there, and then I click assign to one class. Okay, and I'm going to close this. And now that has been assigned to her class. I could also assign it. I'm going to go back and I'll show you how to set it up ahead of time. So right now I'm going to delete this activity. And it says, are you sure you want to delete this activity? Copies you've shared to classes won't be, you know what? I don't want to do that. Sorry. I'm going to go back to class. And here, this is where I want to do it, right here. So I'm going to click right here. I'm going to delete this activity. And it says, are you sure you want to delete it? It will not be deleted from your library. Yes, I want to delete it because her class has a different activity that they need to do before they do Mondays. So I'm going to show you how you can schedule it. So, I'm already in activities. I didn't need to click that again. I'm going to click assign activity. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one again. And click assign. And see right here where it says schedule? I want to schedule it. So I'm going to ask that this be assigned on Monday, the 21st. And let's do it at 8 a.m. Oops. Okay. 8 a.m. And then I'm going to click check mark. And then I'm going to choose Miss Emerson's classroom. And it says assign this at April 21st, 2020 at 8 a.m. And that's what I want to do. So I'm going to click on that. And now this will not show in her assignments until Monday for those students. And which is nice because then you have it all scheduled out, and they don't get too many. They don't have to scroll through a bunch to try to find what they need. Okay, the other thing I want to show you how to do is how to share this activity. So I'm going to come over here to the three dots, and I'm going to click share activity. Now I want to share this to the school and district libraries so that other teachers, my grade level teachers, can use it. So I click here on share. This usually says grade, and I choose fourth. I've actually done this once already. Subjects, you click on this, you choose math, click the check mark, and when you're done, you click share. And now it's been submitted, and you can now see that I can go to the school and district activity library. And there it is. So anybody in our district can look for that and can assign it. Okay. So that is how, and I'm now going to go back to your class. So this video, you learned how to assign an activity. You learned how to schedule the activity for to be assigned at a certain time. And you also learned how to share an activity in the district library. Just like any platform, you want to make sure that when students are giving you work, that you provide feedback. So right now, I'm in a first grade classroom where the teacher is doing a wonderful job of just talking to the students and letting them know that she is seeing their work. So I'm going to scroll through here. And one day it was National High Five Day. And so she asked them to come up with a high five, a different kind of high five. And this was what one student did. I'll let you watch the little video. Okay. So they made the little new high five. And then here is her feedback. You know, just a simple little comment that I love it. It's creative, and you know, asking a little bit more. And then they have also been working on tree houses, and you can see here he's got quite an elaborate tree house. And here is her comment to him. And I'll show you another one. Something that is really nice is you can also, in addition to writing comments, you can also record comments. So if you have like first graders and you don't think or excuse me, kindergartners or something, and you don't think they'll be able to read it, you could record your comments. So I'm going to come down here and I'll show you. Here's some of his work. Um, Here's his tree house, and she's writing him little notes. Okay. And then I'm also a co-teacher on there, and so I wrote a note as well. But as I said, if you wanted to, you could definitely record a comment. Okay. This video is to show you how to go between Zoom and Seesaw. So when you start with your class, you'll be in Zoom and it'll look something like this with lots more people in it. But down here at the very bottom, you'll see there is a blue circle with a white camera in it. That's your Zoom app. Um, you're going to click on that to get back to Zoom. Right up here in the top right corner, this X, of course, closes. This big square here maximizes and makes it fill your screen. This straight line here minimizes. So when you want to go out of Zoom to go to Seesaw, you click this straight line and your Zoom will go away. Now you have your entire computer. You can pull up the internet just like this. Now, some of you have probably bookmarked Seesaw. And if you have, you can go to your bookmarks and you can go to Seesaw. But if you have not, you can still get there by clicking, or by going to the address bar and typing in excuse me, SAW. Click enter. That's SEESAW. And it's the very top app, the very top hit. So you click on it. And it's going to take you here. It's going to ask you to log in if you haven't done this already. Now, when I log in, what's going to happen is because it remembers me, it's probably going to quickly go to where I need it to go. You're going to have to log in. When you log in, you're going to choose I'm a student. And then you also want to make sure that you choose log in with Google. Okay. So that will make it easiest for you. I'm going to go ahead and log in. So this was the page where you choose I'm a student. It didn't stay very long. And now you have logged in to your class. Let's say that you need to join a class. You will need to do that at the very top. Instead of saying create new class, it will say join new class. Okay. And that's where you'll go, and your teacher will give you a home code to join. Okay. So let's say that your teacher has said, go to Seesaw, open up, go to activities, open up your exit ticket. So you've done that. You're ready for the next instructions, and she's going to share your screen. Now you need to go back to Zoom. So you're going to come down here, click on this blue icon, Zoom icon. It brings Zoom back up. If you want to, you can watch your teacher do whatever she says to do. When you want to minimize it again, just go right up here, minimize. And now you're back to your computer where you can do things. Go back to Zoom. So that's how you go between Zoom and any app, anything on the computer, but in particular, Seesaw. Now, when you have Zoom down minimized, you will still be able to hear your teacher talking. So I'm going to ask Miss Oswald I'm going to minimize it in just a second, and I'm going to ask her to pretend like she's teaching. So I would like for you to be able to see that you can hear her when you have when you have Zoom minimized. So let me unmute her. Okay. Ms. Oswald, would you pretend like you're teaching for us?
I would love to pretend like I'm teaching for you. Here I am teaching about my cat who is getting into a sack where another cat is hidden. And this has been very entertaining for me for the last few minutes. The orange cat is Archie. And there's a cat inside that sock named Huey. He's black. And he's hidden. And Archie is going to try to get him out, I think.
That was
So
that was
my
perfect.
lesson on my cats.
And we can actually see them. Thank you so much, Mrs. Oswald. But as you could see, we could hear her even though we were on Seesaw and Zoom was minimized. So that's how you go between Seesaw and Zoom, and you can still hear what your teacher is saying. I want to show you how to navigate between classes. So you may find that you want you have students that are in more than one class, or maybe they're in an ELL class, and you might need to help them get to their correct class. So right over here on your name, you click here, and any class that you are enrolled in, part of, will be right here. Now, there's also an option that if you want them to join a new class, as a teacher, mine says create new class, but as a student, it would say join new class. And so let's say that I needed to go to my, I maybe compartmentalized, and I'm going to go to my other fourth grade class, Mrs. Black, because she teaches me science. So I'm going to click there. And now I'm in Mrs. Black's class. So you can get between classes by clicking on your name, finding the class that you need to be in, and clicking on it. And this is very, very simple to do. And the students just want to make sure that they are in the correct class when they get ready to post. So, might want to make sure that they look over here and say, and make sure that it's in the correct class. Does yours say Emerson Homeroom? And if they look over there and they're in Miss Black's Explorers, we'll just remind them that they need to change classes.